is a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of But Why? Today I'm going to be talking about something really fun. 2015, we saw the return of the Jurassic Park franchise in the form of Jurassic World. I'm a marine paleontologist, so Jurassic World is just really cool for me. First off, I should clarify that paleontology isn't the study of dinosaurs, it's the study of fossils. It just so happens that dinosaurs are the fossils that most people know about. Now in Jurassic World, one of the new animals featured is the Mosasaur. Now that's the big reptile in the Shamu tank. It's not a dinosaur, it's a marine reptile. And today we're actually going to be talking about mosasaurs on this vlog. So the paper I have today is Pelagic Neonatal Fossils Support Viviparity and Precocial Life History of Cretaceous Mosasaurs by Field, LeBlanc, Go, and Belk. Also published this year in 2015. It was published in the May 2015 edition of Paleontology with an A, Volume 58, Issue 3. So the big research question here seems to be, how are mosasaurs born? There's actually a pretty sparse record of neonatal mosasaurs, that's the newborn mosasaurs, in the fossil record. Now, one of the prevailing hypotheses that the researchers mentioned was a thing here in this paper was that mosasaurs came ashore to lay eggs, like sea turtles. This theory is from 1904. Yeah, sort of an old theory, and have you ever seen, like, a whale or something similar come ashore? The reason that they're so big is because they're aquatic animals, and they would literally be crushed under their own weight if they went ashore. Yeah. Now, these researchers' hypothesis is distinctly not that. Mosasaurs are very derived animals. They're very specialized for their fully aquatic life, and we can tell this from the way their fossils look. And in fact, to determine that, the researchers looked at fossils that were believed to belong to birds. Now, it turns out these fossils didn't belong to birds. They actually, in fact, belonged to newborn mosasaurs of the Clydastes genus. The researchers were able to use dentition and body size ratio as a means of helping identify these newborn mosasaurs. They were also recovered in a pelagic depositional environment. That means where the fossils were found, there used to be an open ocean. Now, this led the researchers to put forth a new hypothesis. Perhaps mosasaurs were viviparous. That means that they gave live birth, usually to a mostly or fully formed juvenile. Now, 85% of reptiles are oviparous. That means 85% of reptiles lay eggs. But vivipary can occur in reptiles, usually squamates, like certain lizards and snakes and dinosaurs, which mosasaurs are not. Mosasaurs are marine reptiles, but they're still squamates. Now, can we think of a modern organism that fills a similar niche to a mosasaur that also gives live birth? I mean, most mammals are viviparous, exempting the ones that lay eggs, like platypuses and echidnas. Yeah, those are weird. Modern whales fill a very similar niche to the mosasaurs of the Cretaceous period. They, in fact, are also very specialized and very derived animals, which are usually at the top of their respective food chains. Whales are viviparous, they give birth in pelagic environments, and they fill similar niches to what mosasaurs would have filled in the Cretaceous. Therefore, we can probably reasonably conclude that, based on these fossils and based on the fact that there is a modern mirror to these fossils, that mosasaurs were probably viviparous. Now, I'd like to give a very quick shout out to Stephen Ray Morris. He wrote a book recently called Molding a Jurassic Universe in the Lead Up to Jurassic Park, which is a interesting and quick look at the world of Jurassic Park, considering all of the films as well as the books. It's a really fun read. I definitely recommend you check it out. Also, a big shout out and a big word of thanks to the two broke geeks, Miracella and Omar Najam. Thank you. Without you, I wouldn't have been able to read the book. So thanks.
And I'm still alive.